I went all out. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good quote there. And I love this is that she didn't take up the Argetlum and fight Lord Blazer to be a hero to the people. She did it for entirely human and selfish reasons, you know. She didn't want to die. She didn't really care about the world in so much as that if the world was destroyed, her friends and family and herself, by extension, would also be destroyed. So that's why she fought. And that's actually something that Ashley can really relate to, because he fought Odessa not because he felt that he owed it to the world, although at the beginning there might have been a misguided sense of wanting to be a hero. Near the end there, he fought Odessa because of the possibility of Marina getting hurt. And here we find out that Irving and Altasia are actually related to Anastasia, which, if you put your thinking caps on, means that Kanan is actually related to the Valerius. We actually got a bit of this, hint of this, you might say, back when Kanan joined the party. And we're going to take a brief moment and exit the memory maze. And why, it's Irving. What is he doing? Okay, sorry about that. People just seem to be wanting to bother me right now. Although I forgive them because they brought me food. And here we get a quick little glimpse of exactly how obscenely oversized Irving's bed is. I think he's hugging Altasia there. I'm not entirely sure. We've heard this line of reasoning before, haven't we? Heroic sacrifices. Okay, let's see. Did you see that fall? Probably not, but it was this that fell right here. Ah, damn you. And now this room can be a little tricky if you don't pay attention. you're more than likely going to see the switch and go, oh, okay, hit the switch. However, see the young girl? Well, you have to hit it while she's standing on the checkered blocks. Otherwise, well, you have to exit the room and come back in and reset it. What is this? An Etten? Impulse. Black Dash. There's really not much to say about the battles here. I mean, it's cool that you get Anastasia and Lucian in your party, but the enemies here don't really give you the ability to really showcase them off. I mean, you know, they're weak and rather boring. But of course, I suppose every game can't be like, you know, like, I guess, Nocturne, where every random battle is literally a fight for your very existence. Stupid Hamid Mudo skills. You know, I actually thought about doing Nocturne. In case you don't know what Nocturne is, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is probably one of the hardest RPGs in existence. I mean, that it is like old school, kick you in the balls until you spit up blood, Nintendo hard. It is just incredibly easy to wander in an area you're not supposed to be in and just get raped. Like prison rape, alright? But unfortunately, I don't think it'd be a very interesting game to see LP, because it's mostly there's really not any towns or anything like that. There's a couple, but it's mostly I guess a dungeon crawl kind of game. You spend like literally 85 to 90% of the game in dungeons. The thing that really makes the game interesting is the random battles, of which there are a lot. And then, of course, there's the boss battles, which are hard and interesting and fun. Anyway, back to Wild Arms 2. I actually do want to do a Shin Megami Tensei game. I'm not sure when I'll do one. I then said what, back to Wild Arms, and here I am still talking about this. Oh well, I have your attention. I am going to abuse it. But I've been wanting to do one for a while, and you know, I may get around to doing one eventually. But the problem with them is they are either you know, you got Nocturne and then Digital Devil Saga, which are on this end of the spectrum, where it's like nothing but random battles and long corridors and confusing mazes punctuated by boss battles. Or you have the Persona series, which is either like that, like Persona 1 is like that, and Persona 2 is not like that. Persona 2 is actually a pretty good game that I haven't beaten. I've gotten about 25% of the way through the game. And Innocent Sin, I mean, not Eternal Punishment, because it's split into 2 parts. I'll never get why they released eternal punishment without innocent sin. I mean, seriously, because the game makes absolutely no damn sense without having some knowledge of the first game. I mean, the whole game is literally, if you have not played the first game, eternal punishment becomes in joke the game. Except it's not necessarily a joke. It's like it's in reference the game. It's like, ugh. I think right here she's referring to herself. She's referring to the sword Magus, not as herself, but as an entity that was. I think in this text here, she's referring to her public image, the image of herself that survived after she defeated Lord and sealed away Lord Blazer. You know, and then here she talks about having excessive power, where, you know, if she didn't sacrifice herself, and this is my own personal interpretation of this, when a great disaster such as Lord Blazer comes up, someone stands up to fight them. To fight on equal ground, they must obtain excessive power. A power in excess of that target, at least on par. Well, when the threat is gone, here you are with this excessive amount of power in a world that is going to fear you. So they feel much better if the hero is sacrificed. And I just walked right off a cliff. Boy, it's good to be back, isn't it? And yay. Walked right off that again. Alright. At this point, they're not even trying. They're like, here, just hit the button, watch the little thing fall down, and go on. Okay. Oh, there's the young girl. I think this right here is the end of Anastasia's memories, because the end of her memory axis, because this the blonde girl here is referencing Anastasia having sealed away Lord Blazer already, and of course Ashley is saying that when Lord Blazer is released, he'll be there and he'll help her fight. Alright. And here we are at the end. No boss. No epic battle. I think a boss would have been the best thing to put here, because, you know, we reach the end here and they just kind of leave our party. I guess she's saying here, with the power of belief, you can go back to Filgaia.